Hi everyone, my name is Mason Merkel. I would just like to thank everybody for joining me on this hot September Indiana day. Actually, to be honest, it's hot today with me filming this, but I don't know what the temperature is going to be like next week. Could be hot, could be cold. And we don't know what the temperature will be like the week after that. But we do know that the climate is changing, and we know that for a fact. And so I'd like to thank the Partners for Pollution Prevention for sending this spark of hope to students, and particularly first-generation students like me everywhere, who sometimes they lose hope. We are a generation that is under a lot of pressure, and sometimes you lose hope, and then an award comes along that says keep up the good work. And the Partners for Pollution Prevention is doing that, and it's a significant thing for many students. So here at Purdue, I study environmental engineering, I study organizational leadership, and I study nuclear engineering. This past summer, I worked as a mechanical engineering intern. I'm president of the Students for Climate Action here at Purdue, vice president of Vacation Fraternity. Formerly, I worked for the Office of Sustainability and as an undergraduate researcher here. And so my Purdue education has afforded me many opportunities that, some of my peers didn't get to experience. But, as someone who's able to go to college, I've been grateful since the start of all this. And the Partners for Pollution Prevention organizations like them make it possible for many first-generation students. So I would like to say my introduction to the world of pollution and climate change came in an unconventional way. When I was a little kid, when my parents separated, my mom had the main custody. She had 0 college degrees, and she had 3 jobs, working cleaning houses, working at the front desk of the gym, and working as a lunch lady. Among all that, she also had 3 other jobs, which were me, my brother, and my brother. And among all that, on the way home one day, she took 2 hours out of her day because she saw an old man laying down in his front yard. And so she checked it out, and it turns out he had Alzheimer's disease. He didn't know where he was, what was going on, and he had fallen down and he couldn't get up. He was in his front yard. He very well could have died out there in the heat. This was during the summer. And my mom took 2 hours out of her day contacting this man's family and making sure he got to safety. And I've been living by a quote my whole life, and I didn't realize until a couple weeks ago that there is a quote about it, and here it is. That's that I was watching and wondering why somebody didn't do something, and then I realized that I'm somebody. It's an anonymous quote, and it's what I live by. I live in the inspiration of my mom. Through her whole battle with leukemia, through high school, raising us, working multiple jobs, it's in her name that I fight for justice. And she's afforded me my Purdue education, getting me up to the point in high school where I could apply to Purdue. And Purdue's given me the opportunity to perform research, internships in the world of engineering and climate. But one day, all it took was my friend mentioning, what about carbon neutrality? Have you looked into that? And then I was working for the Office of Sustainability when I realized, why is no one talking about carbon neutrality here at Purdue? Why is no one talking about that? So our movement here started with just me and a friend making a petition, passing it around through student government and other clubs. We made a run for student body president, actually, which went super far, way further than we expected. And it had, one of the highest turnouts in recent years. Thousands of students now talking about carbon neutrality. It's in the conversation. And after this summer, we now have an organization, Students for Climate Action, here in West Lafayette. And we have scores of students, of volunteers, coordinating events, coordinating outreach, creating a climate action plan for Purdue, and doing social media. We sent a letter to the Purdue president, Mitch Daniels, former Indiana governor, you all know, of over 70 bipartisan organizations, college, Democrats, Republicans, all that, community organizations, bipartisan city and state elected officials, which asking for carbon neutrality here at Purdue, leading into a meeting on September 15th talking about these goals. And it's because of organizations like the Partners for Pollution Prevention that give students, as I mentioned, a spark of hope in leading action. Pollution devastates communities everywhere, here at home. Whether you're a business leader worried about the future survival of your business economy, or you're a regular person worried about the future of your family. The train is leaving the station on climate change. Both sides of the aisle are beginning to get together on it. There are business leaders getting on it. There are regular people getting on it. And the question is, will everyone get on it? And so I'd like to thank the Partners for Pollution Prevention for supporting our mission here at Purdue. And if you would like to help out here at Purdue in any way, please reach out to me at merkel@purdue.edu. Thank you guys for allowing me to speak.